Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We're having a great day. Today, well, it's an exciting one because we are at M1 Concourse, a racetrack in Michigan that is, well, I've seen tons of videos on it, and today we're actually here checking it out. Not only the track, today we're checking out the brand new GT1 race cars that are built alongside this track facility. We're going to be joining up with the team out here to get this inside look. And well, right in front of me is one of their garage bays. So let's meet up with the owner, Fred, and check out what they're building inside of here. Here we have it. How's it going,
hey,
Fred?
Austin.
Good to see you, dude.
Good to see you. Welcome.
Thank you. Well, I was looking forward to coming out here, checking out your facility. And right here in front of us, we have one of your new GT1s. Tell me all about it, man. What's all happening
Well,
there?
this is actually our development car. We've been working on this project for a few years now, and this is the car that we are doing all the hard work on. So pardon all the scratches and track debris, but this is our development car.
It reminds me very much of the original 05 and 06 GTs, but then it's got all the racing designs that you would want to see out of it, taken it to the next level. Like, I'm a big fan of the massive carbon fiber dive planes. You have the enlarged front splitter down below. Then there's your GT1 badge. So from my understanding, you guys wanted to take this platform to the next level, right?
Yes, absolutely. So it all started in 2019 when I found out that Ford Performance actually had some chassis that were available that of the 05 chassis. And at that time, we're here at M1 Studios, I'm at M1, and we're trying to figure out what can we do with these chassis. And so a bunch of us got together, started putting our engineering resources together to figure out what we could do. Can we build race cars out of these beautiful chassis? And the answer was yes. As we started doing that, one of the guys on our team here, Jeremy, suggested, well, why don't you buy the remaining chassis, because there's probably a lot of guys that would want to do this. So we bought the chassis. I bought the chassis in 2019, and then we got the molds from a company that raced it at Le Mans in 2010 from Geneva, Switzerland, Maytech. And so what you're looking at here is a wide-body GT1 version of the 05 street car.
To my left then, is this where it all starts, right here?
Yeah, so what you're looking at here is a 2005 Ford GT chassis. Now this one in particular has already been painted basically an OEM silver, but we put a cage in it, and if you see all the gold parts, that's the Club Sport cage that we install. Every client is going to have the ability to pick not only the chassis color, but the cage color, and they could go with a painted or even a tinted clear. There's one over here that's got the tinted clear body. And in this particular instance, I don't know if you caught the video, but we are fitting in a AC system.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're taking an amazing 5.4 liter Ford engine that came in the 2005 car that puts out about 550 horsepower, and we're installing an RY45, a Roush Yates RY45, which is a derivative of a NASCAR engine, except it has an aluminum block. Those cars, by the way, put out over 900 horsepower naturally aspirated, high compression. We lower the compression 9 to 1, we put two Garretts on there, and we're at about 1,400 horsepower.
1,400 horsepower. And then how many pounds of boost did you mention?
At 14, we're about 12.5 pounds of boost.
And then how does the cooling handle that power? Because obviously running that kind of power, you obviously had to work on the cooling efforts as well, right?
Yes, that was definitely something that we had to work on. We work with a company called PWR out of Australia, and they designed all the cooling for this car.
Being right here trackside, you obviously have the unreal opportunity to take these things out whenever you want, right? And test it out, come back into the garage.
Yes.
It reminds me of the good old stories that you hear back in the day of just the race teams getting together, developing their brand new car.
Many people have seen the movie Ford versus Ferrari, right? So if you look at their context of what they were doing is by an airport, which was fantastic because you could do the development work, Ken Miles does development work, and then he's the test driver. He's working on the track at the same time. We're kind of in that same possibility setup where we're at M1, and they've been terrific working with us, partnering with us, allowing us to have track access so we can do development, come back in, make the changes, and continue to do the work that way.
Let me ask you, how much wider is this carbon fiber front fender right here? And then is the front track getting widened as well for that?
Wheel to wheel is 82.5 inches. It's approximately 3 inches wider per side, so a total of 6 inches.
Are all the panels carbon fiber? Because if I
Yes.
walk on the side, the doors.
Yes. Let's hop over to the driver's side.
Okay, yeah, I'm very curious to check out this
Yeah,
cockpit.
so the door is very light, all carbon fiber inside and outside.
Oh yeah, it reminds me a bit of the GT4 you have hidden away in the corner,
Yeah,
because there's these
that-
carbon doors.
It's just like it. Whenever I show the Mustang GT4, the first thing that people do is they open that door and they can't believe it because they're referencing, they're thinking of a street car.
Yeah.
Once you go to these carbon fiber doors, they're just terrific.
Here we go, backing into it the same way I do with the Senna seats I have. And we have made it. Right now it's got an AIM steering system, got it for the paddles. This is a prototype one, did you mention?
So this is our development car, and right now the displays are off the car right now.
I'll be honest, yeah, getting in isn't very challenging. I think what makes it not as challenging, and I think this even goes back to the like the GT40s and so forth, having the roof above your head
Yes.
attached to the door, getting in and out is much easier, I would say. Can the customer cars change the calibrations for the systems on
Correct.
track?
We have different boost levels to select for the track conditions or for what they're trying to accomplish at the time.
A few things I'm noticing. I like how low I'm sitting. Sometimes in these vehicles you sit pretty up high, but I feel like I'm sunken down within the chassis. I think this whole dashboard, is that carbon fiber?
That's correct.
Yeah, it is carbon fiber. This is basically bare bones chassis, right? The seat, is it just directly mounted on top? Is that the same body in white that we saw earlier?
Yes. So we have a custom brackets, billet brackets that allow us to mount the seat as low as possible and give us adjustments for different body types and different customer heights. The whole goal is to make sure that you have a lot of helmet clearance
If I shut the door?
for it.
Alrighty, so you got the little strap right there. A few other things I'm noticing, man. I feel like I'm sitting closer to the center of the car. Is it shifted?
Yeah, so we definitely moved everything to be closer to the center tunnel, and that way you have a
tunnel's right
better balanced car.
Can you still customize the seat height?
Yes, the seat height is adjustable height-wise, forward and aft. That's all adjustable.
Here comes the challenging part. Now, it's my first time getting out really, so I'm not going to know much of what I'm doing. So
You can
let's
hold
see.
right hand on the bar right there.
Okay.
Right there. Yeah.
And pull up, just like
Yeah,
that?
put your feet out.
Okay, you know what? Not bad, and I did not hit my head.
That is a really good accomplishment.
Yes, it is.
Everyone hits their head there.
I see it all the times at Cars and Coffees for guys who own like 05 GTs. All right, here we go, closing up the door to the GT1, and then finally coming out around to the back. Yeah, more carbon fiber for enlarged side profile to give you more grip, right, for wider tires. And then this rear spoiler, talk to me about
Sure.
this.
So this came from Maytech. This is actually the exact wings that were from the Maytech. We just changed the dive planes. We did go with the swan neck on the top, fully adjustable. You can see all the holes, much like a Porsche, where you've got a lot of adjustability for
Okay.
different angles, 7 degrees up, 7 degrees down. And then the second dual element is also adjustable right here. And on here you can't tell, but we do have different holes to change that angle again.
Gotcha. Looking at the massive rear spoiler, you guys obviously keep in mind that aero balance
That's
for the
right.
front end.
That's right. You've got to set up the aero so that it is balanced. And we also give you the ability to do some adjustments. So we have 2 dive planes. So you could go no dive planes, you can go 1 or 2, and you can also change the angle to
really?
affect the aero as well.
You don't want all the rear end downforce
That's
pushing that down, lifting up the front axle area.
That's right. And
Get
the
lower
other things
grip.
that we did add is the vents on the top and also on the side
And it's fully functional?
to get all that air out of the
Yep.
tunnel.
Reducing the front end lift
That's
for
right.
those front tires. Check out what we have over here. So is this a fully carbon fiber exposed build that you're working
That's
on?
right. So if you look, you'll notice that the whole car is exposed carbon fiber and really have 3 colors. One is a tinted clear burgundy, and then the other one is just a clear, and then we do have gold accent stripes on it.
Is that a hand-painted stripe down the middle?
It's actually done by a Pagani shop in Canada, and it is painted on by them. That's correct. There's quite a lot of options, and so you have to be careful because it can get a little bit funny with too many things going on at the same time. But this customer has done a phenomenal job picking a color that is very elegant.
You know what, Fred? Thank you very much for that quick tour of your facility out here at the racetrack. It was a ton of fun checking out these cars. To summarize it, what I'm getting out of it is that if you're a fan of the original like American supercar heritage of the GT40 race car, this is like a modernized version of that race car.
It's the hypercar version of the GT40. I've never put it that way, but that's exactly what it is.
Awesome. Well, hey, let me know when you guys go to the track sometime. I'd love to take one out for a spin, maybe too. I guess we'll find out how that goes over time.
Love to have you do that.
All righty.
Come join us. Thank you.
Thank you
Take
again.
care.
If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. It really helps me out. And subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. I'll see all of you in the next one.